A strike by air traffic controllers. From the President, a strong warning.
They are in violation of the law, and if they do not report for work within 48 hours, they have forfeited their jobs and will be terminated.
From the union, a defiant response.
The controllers out there firmly believe in what they are doing, and we will continue the strike.
From ABC, this is World News Tonight, with Peter Jennings at the Foreign Desk in London, and from our desk in Washington, Frank Reynolds.
Good evening. The strike began as scheduled at 7 o'clock local time this morning. Its impact was immediate. Most flights delayed, many more canceled. But there was no delay in the reaction of the federal government, led by the President himself. We have a series of reports tonight. First, here is White House correspondent Sam Donaldson.
4 hours after the strike began, President Reagan, described by aides as very angry and very determined, served notice on the air traffic controllers that they had better return to work quickly or else.
Government cannot close down the assembly line. It has to provide without interruption the protective services which are government's reason for being. It was in recognition of this that the Congress passed a law forbidding strikes by government employees against the public safety. It is for this reason that I must tell those who fail to report for duty this morning they are in violation of the law, and if they do not report for work within 48 hours, they have forfeited their jobs and will be terminated.
Strong as the threat of firing may be, the administration moved rapidly to employ other weapons as well. Court proceedings to force the strikers back to work were begun in 19 separate courts. Criminal charges were being prepared against individuals. The first cases would be brought against union leaders, but FBI agents are compiling a complete list of strikers. The union's $3.5 million strike fund has been impounded by court order, and a petition has been filed asking for decertification of the union, meaning to put it out of business permanently. The president was asked why such strong action immediately. Why not some lesser action to begin with?
What lesser action can there be? The law is very explicit. They are violating the law.
The president is said by an aide to be tough as nails in his determination to break this strike. And this morning, Mr. Reagan reminisced in the Oval Office about Calvin Coolidge's similar determination and success in breaking the Boston police strike of 1919 when Coolidge was governor of Massachusetts. In this case, Mr. Reagan wanted to make the deadline for firing 24 hours at first, but finally settled in 48 in order to make certain that no air traffic controller could say later he didn't get the word. The president seems convinced that by being tough, he can force many of the union members back to work. He also seems convinced that being tough is what the public wants. Sam Donaldson, ABC News, the White House.